Welcome back to Between Bells. A new limited series on Peacock has got everyone thinking twice before going to the doctor. The limited series Dr. Death tells the true story of Dr. Christopher Duntsch, a star neurosurgeon who paralyzed, even killed some of his patients. And as his victims begin to pile up, two of his fellow physicians and a young prosecutor team up to take the doctor down. Take a look.
What I can tell you is that I am passionate about this case. Well, really every case, but especially this one. And people tell me that I'm good at my job, even though it makes me exceedingly uncomfortable to say so.
Joining us now, actor AnnaSophia Robb, who plays prosecutor Michelle Shughart in Dr. Death. Welcome. We are so excited to have you. This show is getting so much hype right now. What shocked you most about this storyline?
Well, thank you so much. Everything about it. I remember listening to the podcast for the first time. I got the audition and I immediately started listening to it. And I thought, first of all, how did I not know about this story? And second, how did Dr. Duntsch get away with hurting so many people at so many big hospitals? So even now, even through the pandemic, making the show, watching the show, it's now out. I still can't believe it actually happened. So it's just kind of, it boggles the mind.
I can't wait to watch this. You play prosecutor Shughart, and you even got to meet her in real life. What is your approach when you're playing real people?
Well, we were supposed to shoot before the pandemic, and then of course it happened. But I was able to FaceTime with her, and so I asked her a bunch of questions, and she was really open with me and really honest about how she handled the case and how she handles her work and her sort of ethos when she approaches cases. And so I really wanted to bring her spirit to the story. And Patrick McManus, our terrific showrunner, I remember in the audition, he goes, she's a really kind person. And that really surprised me, because when I think of a prosecutor, I think of somebody who's, tough and going after criminals and whatnot. And really what Michelle told to me was that she is about doing the right thing and about what is the appropriate amount of justice and how can she try to help the victims, because she has so much empathy and sympathy for them when something horrible has happened to them. And so she is just a really kind, brilliant person who's very caring. And so I really got that sense from her in our initial conversation, and tried to sort of infuse that into the character, which was already there because, the script was terrific.
Well, AnnaSophia, you've actually been in quite a few true crime dramas, and we know how popular those are. We love those here at Cheddar. The film Lansky, Hulu's The Act. Are you a fan of that genre as well? What draws you to these roles?
I am a fan. They always make me a little nervous, a little sweaty, to be honest, because you don't know what's coming. But I think a lot of times it's good writing, and it feels like, stranger than fiction almost, where these characters, they're real people, they're real stories, and it's just unusual circumstances. So I always find with true crime, I find them almost more fascinating because it's not just made up. It's based on real people and real stories and how do they behave in real time. And that's always piques my interest as an actor.
You also filmed Dr. Death during COVID-19. What was it like? Were there any challenges that you experienced?
Yes, so many challenges. We were supposed to start filming, and then we were put on hold. We were supposed to they were going to start production on a Monday, and I think the shutdown happened on Thursday, the week before. So we were on pins and needles. It was like, what are we doing? Are we coming back? And we were able to come back, which was so strange. And I was so grateful just to be there and to work. And we had tests every day, and masks and face shields, and a whole protocol of, different pods and sectors, and the cleaning crew comes in, and then the lighting crew comes in, and then everything is slower. And so it really is a testament to the crew and the directors and our cinematographer, like everybody just working so hard to tell this story. Like I've never felt so proud of finishing something. Like I remember the day we wrapped and just looking around at everybody. We're all still masked up. There hadn't been a vaccine at that point. And just looking around, not seeing anyone's faces, being like, okay, we made it. This is what we were all here to do, and we finished it. And so it's really rewarding to see it on screen.
I have no doubt. I do want to talk to you about another project you're linked with. Amazon Studios launching a 4-part digital explainer. It's a series called All In for Voting, to break down information and voting misinformation that's out there. What caused you to get involved with this?
Yeah, that was around the time of the election. So, I mean, I think voting can be intimidating and scary. I mean, it is a process, and it shouldn't be that way. It's our right as American citizens. And so All In, started by Stacey Abrams. It's a tremendous, tremendous documentary, but I think it gives a really, if you haven't watched it, I suggest you do. Gives a whole history of voter rights, and then also voter suppression, which is a very real thing in America. And so basically just encouraging people how to get involved, how to do it right, and then also how to speak up for them, speak up for themselves, and make sure that everybody's able to vote in their district.
I'm looking forward to watching both of your projects. Congratulations on all your success. Actor AnnaSophia Robb. You can watch all 8 episodes of Dr. Death on Peacock now.